Hello, I'm Valerie McLennan. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. I hope you're well. This is my spiritual channel, Valerie Mac, Scottish, spiritual, and very funny, allegedly. Now, have you got a pen? A pen? Oh, here she goes. Who has a pen in 2025? We should have bought one, because I've mentioned it several times over the last few weeks. Have you got a pen, or have you got a memory? Could you just remember this website? You ready? www.speakout.uk, and in the search bar put Valerie McLennan and you will find out about my talks, etc., what I'm offering. And if you're interested in any work in 2026, I suggest you do not dilly or McDally, and no, because my diary works ahead of time. So please don't just dilly-dally and then expect me to be available. That's all I'm saying. I know. Could you book early? Could you book ahead? All of that. I'm a freelance. My diary works ahead of time. And as they say, if you dilly-dally, you will miss a boat. And don't come crying to me in 2026, because I will ask you to revert back to the podcast I made on the end of October 2025, saying to you if you were interested to get in touch. I did. And I'm doing it now, and I'm recording it as proof. Now, have you had a nice day? What a day. It's been absolutely pouring. Pouring. I'm based in central Scotland. I'm Scottish. Are you really? I am. Based in central Scotland, and it's been absolutely pouring all day. Cold. Oh, bitterly cold. Now, I hope it's a nicer day where you are at this moment. Now, sometimes all of the times, thank you very much indeed, my talks are full of wisdom, sometimes full of wit, depending on where we are. Now, this is a Sunday evening, so I'm keeping it reasonably and relatively, light. And I'll be back on early next week with more deep insights into spirituality. Now, if I was going to mention today, just briefly, do you notice, am I alone with this? No, you're not alone with this, Valerie. Not at all. I've noticed this for years and years and years. Not to make myself sound old, but years and years. Every time at this time of year, you have to put the clocks back an hour. What a carry on. I know. Do you notice this? And we don't even have to do it now because the clock's on this, everything does it really on our behalf. Such is life. We don't have no involvement from human beings required. Unless, you might have a clock somewhere that has to be manually, put back an hour. Mostly, they do it on our behalf. And is it me? Every year, for at least 30 years, I recall, the clocks go back. Oh, don't forget to put the clocks back. And you're thinking the clocks go back in the row. They go back themselves. This 1 hour, it really, it just messes with my head. I'm not right for days. This isn't me. No, this is Mummy. I'm not right for days after. Isn't it amazing the difference 1 hour makes to your whole day? I know you put the clock back 1 hour. I know I'm not really right for days after this. No, neither am I. Anyway, I know. And then it's, hold on. No, I'm not talking this year. I'm talking about the last 20, 30 years. Is it spring forward or fall back? What's that saying? Oh, yeah, well, there's a clue. The word spring, and it's, and it's October. That should tell you. Oh, you sound very sarcastic, Valerie. As I keep saying, if I wasn't allowed to use sarcasm to get my message across, the Creator wouldn't have given it to me in my toolbox. Thank you. So I said, well, why would it be spring forward in October? Just tell me. And it's fall back. I know. Anyway, so then we go through this, then it goes back, and then I sit waiting patiently. Generally, I don't have to wait long. No, don't have to wait long. Oh, for goodness sake, is this do I get an extra hour in bed, or do I lose an hour? Oh, well, that's all I need in October, just to lose a blooming hour. Goodness sake, it's not enough hours in my day as it is, and I have now only gone and lost an hour. And I say, who said you lost an hour? I know, every year for 30 years. Who said you lost an hour? Well, it's gone back an hour. I know, but you're gaining an hour in bed. How can I be gaining an hour if it's going backwards? I know. I'm thinking, for goodness sake, I don't know why I don't just agree. I should just agree. I know. It's going back an hour and you will have an extra hour in your bed. That's strange. And I always say the same thing. Did we not do this last year? did you not have this conversation last year? And then we figured it all out. I know. So every year, not everyone, I'm generalising, people think, I've lost an hour. Oh, I'm going to go to bed early because I'm going to lose an hour now. No, you're not. You're going to go to bed early and you're going to have 2 hours then because you've got another hour. You're gaining an hour. And I thought, I have to go through this in spring. Is it backwards or forwards? Are we falling back in spring? No, how would you fall back in spring? You'd be springing the thing. You're saying spring forward. Anyway, how are you? Did you manage the clocks? I know. So every year, isn't it funny? Oh, goodness sake. I can't remember what that is. And then you've got to be thinking, but I do this one. October? Goodness sake, it's nearly November already. Oh, how many days are in October? Here we all go. 30 days has September, April, June. Oh, 31 days in October. Oh, that's great. 31 days in October. And I'm getting an extra hour in my bed. Oh, here, it's not as bad as I thought at the beginning of this conversation. I'm so pleased for you all. I know. So I do this every year. And you think, just 1 year, we will all know what happens when that clock goes by. Oh, yes, then it continues. I know, I thought it was finished. Oh, we were hoping you were finished. No, you were not hoping I was finished. You were not. And then you get, oh, wait, does that mean it's brighter? Oh, it's going to be dark in the morning, isn't it? And bright at night? No. It's going to be a little bit brighter in the morning. That's the whole purpose. And it's going to be a little bit darker at night. Is it no darker in the morning? No, why would we be going through all of this if it was going to be dark, to make it darker in the morning? And it's going to be lighter in the morning and darker at night. Is it? It'll be dark at 4 o'clock. Anyway, by the time I go through this every single year and people figure out, oh yeah, oh that's right. Oh here, I've got an hour extra in my bed. Oh it's lighter in the morning. And just to burst a bubble. I do. I know, this goes on every year. And generally, just as calm waters have returned and people are thinking, oh, I've got it now. I know. I just gently add. But it'll only be for a couple of weeks because it catches up and then it'll be dark in the morning and it'll be dark in the evening. Oh, what do you mean? I could be here all day. But I know, I just keep thinking, surely 1 year people go, oh, I remember this from last year. I remember having this conversation from the last 30 years. I know. Anyway, do you have that carry on in your house? I know. I don't know why I get involved. I don't know why I get involved. I should just leave them to it. Now, to revert back, if you're looking for a talk in 2026, I know I'm repeating myself, just in case you fainted in between. Remember, and get in touch with me. Do not leave it until the last minute, because although it's only October 2025, I will be looking for people to book in anything that involves me speaking. Anything that involves my contribution or myself speaking next year in 2026, book it ahead, because disappointment will be your middle name when I say, I told you and I cannot do anything. Thank you. I know you're over-egging your pudding. I am not over-egging any pudding. I'm just stressing my point, because you half listen and then later I know someone will say to me next year, oh, for goodness sake, I was going to see if you would help me with this. Well, I will just direct you back to podcast October 2025. You may listen to it. Thanking you. And go and look at that website, please. www.speakout.uk. Valerie McLennan in the search bar. Now, what have you been up to? Are you planning? Are you on this path? Are you on the path of spirituality? Now, I'll do a little spirituality because that's the name of my channel. Spiritual, light-hearted and funny. That's not the name of your channel. It is Valerie Mac, Scottish, spiritual and very funny. I know. Now, human beings. I'll just do a little light-hearted look at human beings and spirituality. Well, it's not really light-hearted. Many people put an awful lot of pressure on themselves. On earth, we all do. Now, sometimes if you listen to people who are on this path, or if they're talking and teaching, etc., some people, well, let's call them the audience. But people, depending on where they are, if people are listening to anyone on a spiritual path that are teaching or talking, etc., it's sometimes, I'm only generalising, the people who are giving what they know and their knowledge forget to look after themselves as well. And what other people do are taking the knowledge and taking from the people who are giving any kind of anyone that's teaching anything. It doesn't have to be spirituality, but people in the world who are teaching anything or giving anything. I would just suggest that we have all got to remember that we are as important as, we're the vessel giving the information out. If we don't look after ourselves, we will burn out, and we cannot, you nor I, can be the answer to everyone and to be the solution for everyone. All we can do is to give our best, give her the knowledge. As I keep saying, I won't know until I take my last gasp on planet Earth if I was right or wrong. All I can do in the meantime is give my knowledge, my understanding regarding the spiritual laws, remind you why you're here, remind you to breathe now and again, because so many people are on autopilot, they even forget to breathe properly. Now, if you're not even as something as simple as if you're not breathing properly, and you're not even focusing on your breath, the breath of life, you will find that you maybe suffer from panic attacks, the possibility, you just feel very, very tense, or you just feel out of kilter, shall we say. You really should focus, I shouldn't do this, you should really be focusing on your breathing, because many, many people breathe from their chest. You should really be breathing from lower down, so that you're breathing and you're feeling, some people say like you should feel it from your stomach. You can put your hand in your stomach, you should deep breathing in and out. Not all day, but even if you did that a few times a day, take a minute or two to focus on your breathing, sit down and actually kind of breathe deeply and exhale and breathe deeply. That's the breath of life that is within you. You shouldn't totally just take it for granted. If you take it for granted, what you'll find is when you're speaking, or, even if you're giving a talk, it's more important that you've got to focus on your breathing. Otherwise, you'll find that your mouth and your words are running ahead and you're kind of running behind, and you're maybe you're breathing too fast, trying to keep up, especially if you're nervous. You'll notice if people are nervous and the words can't get out, they try and get the words out too fast because they just want to get it over with. I'm just so embarrassed. I hate this. And people that, even no matter where they are, and if they are giving a talk, they do speak really, really quickly, and is subconsciously thinking, I just want to get this done and be finished so I can say thank you very much, goodbye. Don't assume that everyone in front of you who's talking and teaching, wherever they are all totally relaxed and confident. You've got to cut people a little break in life. Too many people are critical, cynical, ready to catch, ready to look for faults, ready for this. And now, the person who's maybe standing in front of you is very well aware of that there's critics and cynics, etc., etc. All of that has an impact on the person giving the talk, because they're feeling the pressure so much that they're trying to get the words out very, very quickly so that it can be finished. What happens there is then the tendency is the person speaking starts to sound very nervous, and they're not giving their best, and they're not concentrating. Because what you'll also find, if you speak too quickly, and not even if you're teaching anything, just in life in general, you, me and everyone, if you speak too fast, just to get the words out, you're not focusing on the words that you're actually speaking. So if you make a mistake or 2 or 10, you don't even notice it yourself because you're going so fast. Slow down. There's no rush. And you'll find that if you speak slower and you take a time and you focus on your breathing, that all of your internal kind of system slows down with you. And you don't tend to sound as nervous or as rushed. And if you make a mistake, you're very well aware of it because you're going at a pace where you're listening to your own words and you're concentrating on it. And another aspect that I find with people is sometimes, not just people teaching, but in life, people say a lot of the time what they're thinking you want to hear sooner than what they truly believe in their heart. Now, the best teachers in life, especially in the spiritual path, I personally believe are those who have lived and come through real trials and tribulations and not learned it from a book, solely from a book. Sometimes in life, if you are following a path, like even what I'm doing, what anybody's doing, the timing might not be where your timing is. And what I find is if you plan something but it doesn't go accordingly and it's later on, if in hindsight you look back and see how much you've grown in the time between where you thought you were doing it and when you're doing it today, You look at the lessons in life, the lessons and the challenges you've had to face in that time. Now, the trick, and not a trick, but the secret there is to use all of those difficult times and those challenges to give you more ammunition so that when you're speaking from your heart. You have lived it, you can talk it, and you can believe it. If you just look and think, well, I was going to do this here and it was delayed for whatever reason out with my control, it was out of your control, but it's to make you the better person so that your tank has got more equipped now than it was a year ago or 2 years ago. And sometimes people forget that and they get lost in life and they just think life keeps throwing them a curveball, throwing them out. Look at the difference between the date that you were planning doing something to the date you were doing it, and find how much you've grown spiritually in that time. The Creator and the universe has got your back, and if there's a delay anywhere in life, it's for your best. And just if you just stop and you think, the universe knows more than I do, the Creator knows more than I do. And I often heard the expression, it's quite funny, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. If you find there's a delay in anything you're planning to do, especially if it's spiritual work, it's because the Creator and the universe know you have got more lessons to learn, to give you that inner gift so that when you're speaking, it's not from a book, it's coming from lessons that you've learned in your life. Thanking you very much. I came on talking about an hour going back in the clock, and look where we've ended up. Such is life. Look after each other. I'll be back on during the week. Take care for now. Bye-bye.